Pizza and wings.
Welcome back to the Pizza and Wings podcast. I'm your host, Chase.
Yeah, your boy Billie.
Tyler back here at it.
It's just me, Dylan.
I'm Cole, Mr. 315.
I'm Jake. They told me to be here.
All
right.
right.
Welcome, Jake.
So, for this,
Thanks for
I
coming,
want
Jake.
y'all to use your phones, look up stuff. So for this first one, this hot debate question, what is the most unbreakable record of all time in all of sports? What record is unbreakable in all of sports? Like what do you think?
Nobody's scoring 100 points in a basketball game these days.
Back.
Even though
the Georgia Tech,
I think,
the Georgia Tech college score.
I don't know, I
Tech's
think
200
college score is like 212-0.
Yeah, 222 to
Yeah,
nothing.
or something.
Dolphins could have
Yeah,
done it.
that's probably.
Yeah, no, that's
They
out
might
there,
have.
bro.
The Dolphins could have done it.
Backers.
No, absolutely not.
I mean,
Oh,
the Celtics have 8 straight championships.
yeah.
I don't know. Bill
straight.
Russell's, Jerry Rice's is probably up there.
Jerry Rice going way back.
Oh, bro, Jerry Rice's receiving yards is not being touched.
Receiving yards is ridiculous.
And he was a
Nolan
Raider
Ryan
at
threw
one
7
point,
no-hitters.
Yeah.
Oakland.
I don't even think Will Chamberlain even scored 100 in a game. There's no proof of that. There's no video of that. There's no pictures of that.
Okay.
There's just look it
Bill
up.
Russell's.
It was the biggest game in that time, and not a single thing is recorded from that game, and he scores 100 points.
Is that a conspiracy?
The
that a
only
conspiracy?
thing that they have is a picture of him holding a sign that says 100.
Controversy 315 already over here.
I mean, look it up. Everyone get on their Googles.
Wilt.
Look up
Okay,
Will
what do we-
Chamberlain.
Wilt.
Doesn't
Wilt
score
Chamberlain.
100.
Oh, I just want to say real quick,
Alright.
Dylan, your intro killed me, bro. I was trying not to laugh.
Yeah, I was trying to find too.
I was like, I had to hold my mouth shut. It was so funny.
March 2nd, 1962. Wilt Chamberlain tallied 100 points for the Warriors.
Or did he?
Allegedly.
So Wilt.
Allegedly.
It's not Will, it's Wilt.
It's Wilt the Stilt.
Yeah, Wilt.
So he scored 100 out of the 169. So they scored 69 points without him on the court.
Well,
I don't even think he. I don't
Alright,
think he did.
Let's think about this. Let's think about this though. Kobe drops 80 versus like good people, and Wilt Chamberlain doesn't drop 100 versus like some plumbers and shit.
No, he
probably
probably
did.
might have been. Yeah, he might have been playing a men's league, dude. You can do that in a men's league.
Yeah, back then it was like just plumbers and like
Oh.
electricians and shit playing.
Oh, another record that's not going to be touched is Pete Rose's hit record at all. That
yeah,
is not being touched.
Pete Rose.
Well, I know one where Georgia Tech won 222-0 versus Cumberland.
I mean,
Welcome, Jake. Welcome
Did you
back.
miss?
welcome, Jake.
Welcome
to the
back to the
podcast.
podcast, Jake. All right. Thank you, everybody.
We
mean that
said that like 5 minutes
I was
ago.
about to say, I remember that being said earlier.
Actually, you know what's actually nuts
Guys,
about that game?
have y'all ever heard of
They
that
had,
Georgia Tech game?
bro, like, I looked up the stats for that game. They had 0 passing yards. They had 35 rushing touchdowns as a team.
Yeah.
That
The
would be
team,
the
the team they
So I
played
think-
had negative
I
yards.
think. Yeah, so the team they played, I think they didn't have a football team or something, so they just got like the baseball team to play. There was like 11 of them or something.
So they
Something like
disbanded the football program a year prior, but since they were already listed on the schedule and forced to play them, they got the baseball team and then
Yeah, the baseball team.
lawyers. They had their lawyers. Yeah,
Lawyers
I'm not
or
even kidding. Look it up. They have they literally have like their
How many was on the roster?
I don't know, but they should never be allowed to touch sports or anything sports related again.
What team was it? Who'd they play?
Hold on, I'll tell you.
The janitors.
Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
No, it was actually like a legit
I don't know.
It was against Cumberland
College.
University.
Cumberland.
Oh,
Cumberland,
okay. Yeah, so they played the bowling team. Yeah.
Yeah. The bowling team.
Bowling team?
Bowling was
Oh,
just
I'm
coming
sorry.
out.
Yeah,
back
yeah.
then.
It was fraternity brothers, baseball players, and law school.
Throw the
Law
ball,
school,
brothers.
people.
Just throw the
Yeah.
ball.
How many people were on it?
I do not know. But the fact that they were winning
Brother, can we
63
get
nothing
the-
after the first quarter was pretty bad. I mean,
Yeah,
Can we get
that's
some
pretty good.
fantasy stats on there? Did somebody score 30 touchdowns? Like,
oh,
you
bro,
remember
I
fantasy
would
points?
have won for 3 centuries off of this game.
How fun would that be
Joe
for a running
Heisman.
back?
John Heisman was the coach. That's kind of cool.
Georgia Tech had 922 rushing yards.
God.
But hey, Cumberland did have more passing yards. They had 14, and that was because they
That's
attempted to throw
Hey,
it.
good for them. That's a win.
And 6 interceptions. So, I mean, I guess they're worse than Nathan Peterman.
They led 126 to nothing at halftime.
Is that the original Wildcat?
It
Dude,
might
they
be.
even have a breakdown. First,
They didn't
first
even attempt the forward
bro,
pass, man.
first score was an 80-yard run. Oh my!
That sets the
They
tone.
didn't even
I
attempt the
go
pass.
home. Yeah, I go
All
home
right,
if I see that.
I'll just tell you the whole first quarter: 80-yard run, 10-yard fumble return, 5-yard run, 10-yard run, recovered on fumble in end zone, 60-yard run, 35-yard run, 45-yard punt return, and 90-yard kickoff return.
You know what's crazy
Bro,
too
like
is
that's
they missed 2 extra points. It should have been 224 to nothing.
They didn't want to pile it on.
I'll give you the stats. Okay,
They
so
backed it
Cumberland
down.
attempted. Listen to this stat line. Okay, Cumberland attempted rushing 27 times for negative 42 yards, 0 touchdowns, 9 fumbles lost. Georgia Tech attempted 26, 1 less than Cumberland, for 922 yards, 32 touchdowns, and 0 fumbles. Cumberland went 2 for 18 in passing, 14 yards, 6 interceptions. Georgia Tech 0 for 0 because they didn't attempt to pass. Wild.
bro.
Yeah,
like,
it's
is-
wild.
That's crazy. Shout out
Imagine,
Georgia Tech.
imagine going back to university, like, yeah, we just beat them 222-0. Like, I wouldn't believe you at all if you told me that was the score of a professional game.
What year was this?
1916.
Oh, so
It
they
says
had,
that
they had to draw it.
They had leather
it says that they would have scored again, but Cumberland ran a sneak on a punt, like a 4th down, and picked it up or something, and the score would have been 229 to nothing. God.
What about racing? You think anyone's hitting 200 wins?
No,
Never. Yeah.
I mean
Yeah.
Kyle Busch already passed it, but not in one series.
And
so.
yeah, in one,
Yeah,
one
if we-
series, never.
if you're
Not the
if you're
Cup
kinda
picking
wanna
one
count Kyle Busch.
series, absolutely not.
What about 5 straight Cup championships? Y'all ever?
I
think
can
that's gonna
see
happen?
someone
That
No.
could
doing
be,
that again.
It's
5
easier to win a
straight.
championship now. Yeah.
if they move the championship race to Homestead, Larson could win 12 straight.
Yeah.
It is possible.
But
True.
200 wins, I don't think anyone will do it either because back then they were racing
too
6
much.
days a week.
Is there
Yeah,
if,
and
we're
they're
gonna-
racing like grocery getters and stuff.
if we're bringing
Yeah.
up in a row championships, is there gonna be another team in football to go 4 in a row for Super Bowls and maybe win one?
You mean
Four
to
in a
lose
row.
them in 4 straight?
Yeah, let's not talk about.
Is there
those
going to be
4 straight.
another 0
Shout out
4
Buffalo Bills.
Super Bowl trip?
Yeah,
Going back to the racing, I would say even Lewis Hamilton won't come close. He only has 103. Max Verstappen, I don't think will.
He
Get
did
there
get the
either.
10 consecutive though.
He did.
yeah, that's
did.
impressive.
Yeah.
But I think in the direction
And-
that in the direction F1's going right now, that's something that's a record that's not going to hold 10 straight wins from a driver.
Yeah.
You think he's going to break it himself?
I
Um,
either
Probably.
him or someone else.
I'd say next year, yes.
Well, I guess it had to be someone
If he
else.
keeps
this time,
going the
right?
way he's going, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say next year he himself would break that.
Very good, Chase. Yeah, it'd be him or
Yeah.
someone else.
If it's not him, it's gonna be someone else. I don't know why.
That's a very bold prediction.
Yeah, that's,
No,
everyone
but
over on
I
DraftKings
could see
Sportsbook.
someone like if McLaren improves a lot next year, which Red Bull has said that they're afraid of, I could see Piastri doing like
Yeah, Astri over
not
Norris.
next season, but like later on in his career, Piastri could actually be
Yeah,
one
the
of
right
big
with the
guys.
right seat, I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ferrari further buries themselves.
We
Thank
won't talk
you,
about
thank you,
That's-
Jay.
it's the
that.
same
Okay,
thing.
what about in motorsports? No driver being able to win more than 7 drivers championships in any of
No.
like the
I
main
think-
3 motorsports, like Formula One, IndyCar, or NASCAR.
Max Verstappen.
I
Take
think it could happen.
You
I
think?
think it
will?
could happen again. Sure. It could
I
happen.
But no
I think
no one
Verstappen-
winning more than 7. That's what I'm saying. No one wins 8.
No.
Oh, I don't know about that.
No one wins.
8
anybody-
titles.
8 titles.
That's a lot.
I
In
think
F1,
I think
IndyCar, or NASCAR.
I think Chase Elliott can get about 15 and call it a career.
As long as he doesn't
Right.
break his other leg.
Oh no.
Oof.
You
I
know,
would
let's-
say
let's stay off the
Verstappen,
slopes.
but I think Verstappen's gonna like just get bored of it because he's just winning so often right now.
Yeah. I mean, he's already at 3.
Bro, like when you're ahead by so far, you come in to get tires just to set like
A new fast lap.
yeah, a new fast lap. It's like, dude, like you're
That
on
was the
something.
biggest baller move I've ever seen.
He's done that multiple races.
Well, that
Yeah,
and he's also
The team
said
tells
that-
him not to.
Hmm.
Anyway, F1 has about 6 green flag passes in the past 4 years, so
Yeah,
F1
I
is
don't
pretty
really watch
exciting
that
over
much.
there. If you're racing, if
Yeah.
you want to watch good races for the lead, I would tune in every 7 a.m.
Dude,
and watch some
to the
F1.
IndyCar series.
They love it though.
No one watches IndyCar.
I know. That's why I was giving a shout out.
They only have like 20 cars in there.
I watch
I
IndyCar.
mean, same thing with the F1.
Yeah, nobody watches IndyCar.
Give it out for the fan. Chase, everybody.
I guess I'm a nobody.
He's giving the
Yeah,
one
but
view
you're
a
ours.
weekend.
That's not true. There's plenty of people watching that tire fly out the Indy 500 or whatever.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Best
I thought it
souvenir
killed
of a
somebody, dude.
lifetime.
Dude, I swear I thought that killed somebody.
The way it took off the track, hell yeah.
Dude, if it went in the stands, luckily it missed.
It was
Could you
God.
imagine?
Dude, that like I like my heart like stopped when we were all
Yeah.
together watching that. Like I was actually genuinely scared.
I'm pretty sure if your heart
Mhm.
stopped, you would have actually been dead like the person that went.
Oh my god! Here we go.
Wow, bringing it back.
Wow.
I'm just curious how your heart stops watching something happen on television.
I mean, so you're telling me you see something like that and that doesn't like gut wrench you? Like, dude, all right. So like when I seen Ryan Newman get absolutely obliterated in
Yeah, I
the
thought he was dead,
2020,
Which time?
in the
Which
2020, the 2020 Daytona 500, I thought he died, bro. I thought that
Mhm.
man was just
Yeah.
They
just
brought out
killed
the-
immediately.
They brought out the what's it called? The fake barriers. Like the
Yeah,
freaking-
they
The
cheated him.
curtain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they didn't know
Like-
what they were.
Well, there's no
pulling out of there.
proof. There's
They
no
said it
proof
was
he didn't
him.
die.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
say
god!
he's
It's
dead,
not
it's
a
a clone.
clone.
We don't
They
know.
went to
Yeah,
commercial
clone.
pretty quick.
Uh-huh.
They
It's
could
a
have put
body
somebody
double.
else in there.
Hey,
They
listen.
learned
So
everything.
Body
y'all,
double.
hold on. Here's the theory. So y'all know how NASCAR has a NASCAR Classics website, whereas a lot of the NASCAR races run. So any of the races that they have on there where a driver dies, they cut that part out. So like Alan Kulwicki, Dale Earnhardt, it's either the race is not on there, or if it is, they just cut out that section of the race. In the 2020
But, like-
Daytona 500 race, they cut out that section where Ryan Newman.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Ryan Newman confirmed dead.
Well, and here's another thing.
No.
Confirmed.
Last year's Indy 500, if that tire just so happened to hit the stands, I would say that they cut the live air right there, and it doesn't come back. They may even cancel the race.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
they
that,
could've
that
ended the
race
race.
that race would be canceled immediately.
It would have
Yeah.
ended. Whoever was in first was a winner, and they just call it.
Yeah, for sure.
And then he would be forgotten for the rest of the time because,
Everyone's focusing on that one.
yeah,
Yeah.
every time you look up, the 2023 Indy 500, you
Yeah.
you see everybody, that got hit by the tire, and
Yeah.
All right, but anyways, we're off track now. Let's go back to unbreakable records in sports.
Is it?
I'm gonna
I
say
mean,
the
that's
Georgia
a
Tech is
lot.
Georgia
probably the
Tech.
craziest.
Yeah, I didn't know
Yeah.
about that until y'all mentioned it, and that is crazy.
it's a lot of
Mhm.
points.
Well, here's
Yeah.
here's
But
another one.
granted, they weren't really facing a football team, though.
It don't matter though. It's still
But
a
they
sport.
they
were
signed up.
listed as
Yeah,
one.
sanctioned sporting event.
It is a sanctioned sporting event, yeah.
Here's an interesting one I found. The Chicago Colts scored 36 runs on the St. Louis Colonels in 1886.
Damn.
We had sports.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Where's
before
the-
before the Colonel was
It's
making a
America's
chicken, he was
pastime.
trying to stop the
I
run.
know.
Where's the 10-run rule? like,
America's pastime.
Wait, what? Wait, what sport was that?
Baseball.
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 Duh.
Listen, I spaced out. I'm sorry.
We're doing the podcast and you phase out. What?
Hey, I'm not. Hey, listen. Jake was like, "Hey, I found this cool stat about a football game. 222 to 0." We all roasted 5 minutes
Oh yeah,
because we said that. Come on.
good point. Good
That
point.
That's what we're looking
was-
up. Sports.
Listen,
you know?
listen. I'm producing a podcast here. I cannot. I can't be paying attention to everything.
No, but seriously, that's probably the most unbreakable record is gonna be that score. If you went by points scored in a game across any sport,
Not
like that's
Say that-
not being.
I mean, yeah, going off of that, yeah.
that Holmes is probably gonna break like Tom Brady. So
What do you think?
I mean, I think Patrick Mahomes is gonna break almost every quarterback record.
yeah, I think he is too.
I mean, he's
I mean-
80-20 in the first 100 games he's played. That's nuts.
And a sporting attendance record is 199,854 from one stadium.
Whoa.
What is that?
That's-
World Cup,
what stadium
Brazil
is that?
versus
Wimbledon or
Uruguay,
something?
1950.
World Cup. Yeah.
Yep.
I say it had to be soccer. Had
Yeah.
to be soccer. We don't even have a
The sta-
stadium big thing.
yeah, the stadium's in Brazil,
Yeah.
and that was way back in the Maybach, 1950.
Interesting.
In the what? The World Cup?
The World Cup.
What's the World Cup? Is it soccer?
Yeah.
Oh well,
Yeah.
technically it's football.
Yeah, technically football. Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
oh,
no.
it's soccer.
Thank you.
They can keep that sport across the pond.
Well, speaking
Better at
of
America.
well, speaking of football, I have another question for y'all. So this is NFL team related. So, if you were to pick, and as you could go off of how they're doing today, you could go off the history of the teams, but if you had to have a Mount Rushmore of NFL teams, what teams are on there?
Just teams, no players.
Teams, yes, and you can
All right,
go off
Billy.
of how they're doing nowadays. You can go
Um,
off their history.
All right, go in order here,
I'm
Billy.
gonna
What's yours?
go ahead and tell you the
There, go ahead.
Go ahead, Billy. Take it away.
Patriots, Steelers, Dallas, 49ers.
He's going out Super Bowl wins. What a cop out.
yeah.
It's
I
true
think
though. I mean,
that's my
but
pick, too.
if you
That was
look
my-
at all those
that was my
teams, I
fourth.
mean, they all had dynasties or they all had stacked teams and Hall of Fame players.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna pick the Lions because they've been there the longest. They're crap, but right now they're good. But they've been so bad for so long. I'm not gonna pick the Browns. I'm not gonna pick like the Colts. Like these teams all
No,
have
the
listed
Packers-
success. Yeah, I could have said the Packers too.
Packers, as far as
but-
popularity, I think they could be up there. But
I'd say the Dolphins with Dan Marino at one point.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah,
no, this
but they
is
never won a
this is
Super
your
Bowl.
Rushmore.
Well,
So you,
well,
you have to pick 4
You
teams.
said like top, you know,
Mount
Four
Rushmore.
teams.
Yeah, your Mount Rushmore.
like Mount
Don
Rushmore. You never
Shula's-
said off of
or
Super
whoever it was.
Bowls. You just said good teams.
I know.
But it's your opinion. It could be the history of the team. It could be how they're doing today. It's really an opinion.
All right, give me the Browns. The fucking Browns.
Oh,
The Browns and the Browns.
That's probably the
But
best.
I
answer.
will say their AFL history is ridiculous. Like literally ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably take the 49ers, Dolphins, Cowboys, and probably the Packers.
Okay.
Interesting.
You see, I was thinking like Patriots, Packers, Cowboys, and the fourth one. I'm not really sure. You know, I don't know, but I'm for sure on Patriots, Packers, and Cowboys.
Kurt Warner's Rams.
I would
Purple.
probably add. I would have the Cleveland Rams, the St.
Cleveland
Louis
Rams.
Rams, the Los
Cleveland.
Angeles Rams, and then
Uh-huh.
maybe
Every
throw in
Ram.
like maybe a little 49ers in there.
Is that with
They the
or
greatest
without Von Jefferson this year?
Von Jefferson is having the time of his life somewhere else.
So what we've
Rest in peace, Van
confirmed,
Jefferson.
what we've confirmed is 49ers are the greatest team of all time.
I don't think.
No,
anyone
we
said
did
that.
not.
No, I'd say the Browns. Everybody pretty much mentioned the Browns. So.
Yeah, the Browns are number one.
Yeah.
Mm,
Billy, how many Super Bowls
Sarcasm.
do the Buffalo Bills have? What's
shut
the,
up.
what's the-
No, shot it. Hey, to be fair,
Wait, better yet, how many have they lost?
I still have 2 AFL championships. Okay, long time ago, but I still have championships.
AFL.
AFL.
Yeah.
Back to back.
Hmm.
We beat San Diego back to back in '64 and '65.
Uh huh.
You're telling me a shrimp fried this rice?
What?
What?
Oh, bro, what?
Yo, but can we give a
Jake,
big
you
shout
drunk?
out to the Phillies last night on Red October?
I mean,
Let's.
I mean, you guys got this far, just get knocked out by the D-back, so it's okay.
I mean, Nick Castellanos, Bryce Harper, Trey Turner. What a team out there.
Putting it up when it matters, you know.
Braves are a good team. Happy
And
to
all
knock
of a
them out.
sudden, Billy's a D-backs fan.
Yeah, because I don't like the Phillies. I only rooted for them because I hate the Braves.
That's
You know
something we
what's
haven't
like-
covered.
Billy,
Yeah,
You know-
at least like Cole said.
You know what it's like
Billy.
while that game was happening, being at a bar in Georgia when the Braves are losing.
Big quiet
bet.
car, huh?
Yeah, so you're probably
Yeah.
downing every shot.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there was even people still in the bar.
There was quite a bit.
They must have been Phillies fans then. 'Cause
No, I saw like one Philly fan, and the rest were all Brave.
why
fans.
watch your team lose? You know,
Well,
when they
'cause
suck anyway.
of course there's Braves fans everywhere.
In Georgia? Yeah,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's not like Florida where there's just Yankees and Red Sox fan down here.
Oh
It's just
God.
it's so annoying.
Because everybody was there from the north.
Everybody, don't mind Dylan. He's fighting a Terminator.
He is the
Sounds like
Terminator.
he's dying right now.
I'm the Terminator.
You beat that Terminator.
I will.
Has everyone said their Mount Rushmore?
Kinda, yeah, to an extent.
Yeah, we kind of worked through it. Yeah.
So let's try to make a consensus Mount Rushmore. We all agree on this one. Let's try to.
Yeah, I think you have to add the Patriots.
Yeah, I think you had Patriots has
As
to be on.
much as everyone doesn't like Tom Brady, you have to respect Brady.
Doesn't like him.
It's,
Have to have the Browns because they've won everything.
do they though? Because they were really
Yeah.
bad from like the
The Browns.
70s, 80s, and 90s, and they weren't even a team at one point.
I mean, they have a lot of heart sticking it out, staying in the league. Like,
Right. They have a lot of early history, but after that, it's like, you haven't done much.
It didn't get replaced by
From
a
a
little
Bills
league team yet.
fan.
I mean, I've admitted it.
They haven't been replaced by a little league team yet.
Do that.
It's true.
Bro,
a couple
like,
years ago, a couple high school teams that could have beat Cleveland.
bro,
Alright,
like
so-
me and my buddy were like, yo, Cleveland's 0-12 right now, bro. They could sign me a minimum wage contract. I'll go out there and play better than these guys.
All right, so we got what?
Dude, me and Cole
Patriots?
said we could have coached
So
them.
we got the Patriots.
49ers.
Niners.
Okay. I think you have to put the Packers on there.
Why
for-
do you have to?
Because they have the history and it's also a very successful history. You know?
What do they have? What do they have? 3 Super Bowls?
You just like the Lambeau Leap.
No, they have
I-
4. They have 4 Super Bowls.
Okay.
I mean, I just think you have to have the Packers on there.
They won the first 2. They won with one with Favre and then one with
One
Rodgers.
from Aaron Rodgers. Okay.
So what
All
we
right, so
think?
what's the fourth team?
Um,
Dallas.
I say Detroit with Calvin Johnson and Matt Stafford.
Detroit.
I mean, I'm just
Megatron's
saying-
Detroit Lions.
Yeah, I'm just saying that could have been something under the right management, but
Could have been something if Barry never retired, but
Yeah. I wish he was on the Cowboys.
I think it's Cowboys is the last team because they were
They
good
have
for
to.
well,
decades.
it's
Cowboys.
America's team, so we
Yeah.
have to just put them on there.
Are they
So we-
America's team? I think that just. I mean,
Well, not
we
really.
pick a
but
different team.
Say that to everybody in the
Yeah.
NFL. It's America's team. Everybody in the NFL knows it.
Right.
It's America's team.
God watches the Cowboys on Sunday.
True that.
So we got Packers, Cowboys, 49ers, and Patriots.
Yeah.
I feel
our
bad for the
that's our-
Steelers, though.
That's our consensus.
Yeah, we're leaving Pittsburgh out. They have the
Can we have
same
5
wins
heads
as-
on it?
5 heads on Mount Rushmore. We'll
We can
a new one.
chisel. Yeah, we can chisel one out.
Yeah, we'll chisel them in there.
We'll
There's
put
gotta
an
be
Eli. We'll put Eli
Honorable
Manning in
mention.
there.
Honorable mention. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, there's got to be room on that mountain to carve another face, you know?
They'll be like
Hell, I'd
lower.
put them
they'll be
over
like
the 49ers,
lower.
actually.
Really?
Yeah, they got like 2 more Super Bowls than the 49ers, do.
And that's the Steel City.
And it's still City, yeah.
No, they get
But
like
49ers is the honorable mention.
okay.
Sorry, Jake.
So we replacing the Niners with the Steelers?
The Steelers.
Oh. Y'all agree with that?
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, dang.
Why
Alright.
not?
Why
Just
not?
for you, I'll agree.
So 49ers are like Lady Liberty. They get like yeah, wait.
They get an honorable mention.
Yeah, they're out. Yeah.
They're a gift to us by the French.
Oh, Lord.
You're watching the Pizza and Wings podcast.
What else we
Alright,
got
y'all,
here?
I got some more questions for y'all. I got a lot of questions here. So, and it's gonna
Well,
range
hopefully we got a lot of answers.
many different sports. These are all trivia questions. You know, I want y'all to don't look these up. Google off limits. Any search engine off limits. Phones away, unless you're using it right now.
Can I ask
Somebody
you?
will.
All right, so I'm going to start off pretty easy. How long is a marathon in miles?
26.4 miles.
Uh,
What?
I'm saying 13.
no, that's like a half marathon.
Oh, 26.
You gotta be more specific. Billy was close. You gotta be more specific.
26.5.
Is it 0.2?
It's 0.2.
Okay.
26.2.
You're welcome
Got
for
Good
the
guess, though,
assist.
Billy.
I'm taking the assist.
That's a
Well,
great
Yeah, you got
guess.
the-
Snoop, thank you for the assist.
All right. This one might be a little harder. It kind of just depends. So, what sport is known as the king of sports?
Football.
Checkers.
Soccer?
Uh,
Budweiser.
Rugby.
The king of sports is Budweiser.
Cricket.
King of beers.
it's not. Oh, it's what has everyone said? I can't keep track.
All right, one at a time. Here we go.
I guess soccer is the most popular, right?
Yeah.
Or football.
Baseball.
I say
it's
That's
cricket.
America's pastime.
It's probably soccer. It's the most popular sport in the
Yo,
world.
Chase, what is that game the or the Mayans or whoever Aztecs played where they like hit that dude's head through the hole or whatever?
With the
Uh,
hips.
And
Would
then
they play
killed
with
him
their
at the
hips?
end.
They basically played soccer with heads. So
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, there we go.
yeah.
And
That's
they
how
use
soccer
their
was
hips
invented.
mainly.
And then they killed the losing team.
Yeah, and
They
that's
did
also how
sacrifice them.
basketball came. That was a spin-off of basketball too, technically, because they had to put it through a hoop.
So what you're saying is
true.
the Mayans created the NBA.
Oh, God.
Pretty
That's
damn
what I'm saying.
close to that in soccer, yeah.
So
I remember
you're not.
I remember hearing that Korean dodgeball when it was first invented that was also used with heads.
No, was
Makes
there
sense.
blood involved, or did they dry it out?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Is it a fresh
Like, how
head?
yeah, like, because you think if
Fresh.
it's fresher, like, it absorbs more impact, so it's softer. And you would think if it sat around for a while, it'd be, like, harder.
I would imagine they
fly
probably
on?
would have drained it. I don't know.
Hard to
I don't know.
say.
It might have been mushy if it sat there after a while, though.
Yeah. But to answer the question, yes, it's soccer. That's what the
Okay.
king of sports is known as, is soccer.
Well,
Alright.
we got it, boys.
So not that we care about them because we're all Americans, right?
That's
but
right.
This is a question about the
I watch
Canadians.
soccer.
Okay, this is a question about the
Oh,
Canadians.
some of Canadians.
Forget him.
What is the national sport of Canada?
Hockey?
Hockey.
Hockey?
Yeah.
Probably.
It's not hockey.
Is it curling?
Is it Tim Hortons?
It's basketball.
Tim Hortons.
Curling.
Oh,
Yo, Jake, curling.
Basketball.
they do have Canadian bacon.
And it's not curling. It's not
Mhm.
basketball.
Is
What?
it bacon?
Hawaiian pizza.
Oh my god.
Hawaiian pizza.
Do y'all give
No.
up on this
It's
one?
the flannel
no.
Chase is wearing.
No?
Is there a sport where they chase those geese around or something?
Yeah.
No.
Is it fox hunting?
Is
No.
it is it the log? Is it the log like running thing where you're on a log?
A
and you have to
log
run?
running thing.
No.
Is it free-
this
free
is a
healthcare?
stick and ball sport. This is a stick and ball sport.
Cricket,
No, it's not cricket.
Tetherball. I don't know.
No, not tetherball.
pickleball,
What are
Not
you?
No idea.
Wait a minute.
Pickleball!
Wait a minute.
tennis.
Wait a minute.
Nope.
When are you using a? Never mind.
No,
Jake,
you finish it.
Jake.
Yeah,
Jake.
you
said
let it
tether-
go.
dude.
you
Let
said
it go.
Chess.
You said
They were-
tetherball,
What else?
and you said
I know.
and he
I know
just-
what I said, and
he
it's
just
completely
said
wrong.
use a
I know.
stick. When are you
I
using
know.
a stick to play tetherball?
We modded tetherball.
There's a stick and a ball. The ball's on the
meant-
stick.
He meant Canadian tetherball.
Yeah, exactly. See, this is different.
What else uses a stick and a ball? Baseball?
Not
Stickball.
baseball.
Lacrosse?
Lacrosse.
Is it
Ooh,
really?
Good
wrong?
lord.
Yes.
Oh my god.
What?
Yeah.
The shit was invented like 26 years
It was
ago.
like 20 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they have free
All
healthcare.
right.
Now they want lacrosse.
All right.
All right, going back to the NFL theme. What NFL team? I would imagine if you know your NFL history, you know this. What NFL team was originally called the New York Titans?
The New York Titans, the Jets.
Yes,
Probably the Jets. Oh, here he's still in.
it is the Jets. Yes.
Yeah, well, it's New York, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
And they play in New Jersey.
Yeah,
They play in New Jersey,
Buffalo.
yeah.
Buffalo is the only New York team. Is that it?
Metal.
yeah, it's pretty much. Yeah, you're right.
It is. It is. Yeah.
All right. The
Congratulations, Billy.
Thank
Next
you.
question, and I expect Billy to know this. I expect him to know this because Billy's a big fan.
Okay.
At what track did Dale Earnhardt Jr. make his debut Winston Cup start in?
Debut?
Debut Winston Cup start.
Oh, bro, I have
Texas?
no.
That's his first win.
Texas was his
That's-
first Winston Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I can remember.
God, his first start.
His debut was in 1999.
Rockingham.
Is that the Bush
Martinsville,
series or the Cup series?
Bristol.
No, with a Winston Cup, his debut
North
Winston
Wilkesboro.
Cup start.
Daytona,
alright.
Talladega, Pocono,
Jesus.
Charlotte.
I'll narrow it down.
Pocono's
I'll
out.
narrow it down
Oh.
for y'all. It's a mile and a half.
Think
Just
of
name
the,
it, Trey.
think of the
Is it
old
Atlanta?
track.
Michigan.
It's not Atlanta.
Kansas.
It's not Michigan. Not Kansas.
It's a Midwestern. freaking
Was Kansas
Western
even a
track.
track in 1999?
Probably not.
No,
Probably
no,
not.
it's an- it's an old
Chicagoland
track.
probably wasn't either.
It's an old track. It's none of your. It's not what you're thinking.
I said Rockingham. That's not a mile and a half though.
It's not Pikes Peak, is it?
No,
No.
Myrtle
What?
Beach.
No.
It's not Myrtle
North
Beach.
Wilkesboro. That's not a mile and a half.
Nope.
Dude, I have no idea.
I'm surprised.
Fucking
y'all
tracks
haven't-
are left.
Dude,
Alright, let's say
I
haven't
love
heard y'all.
I love Junior, but I don't know if that's that. All right, say it
Oh,
because none of us
I thought it
know.
was. I thought it was Myrtle Beach.
So I'm pretty sure I haven't. I'm pretty sure I haven't heard anyone say this track. So, Charlotte.
Oh, well.
I said
well,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I said
Oh, you
that.
said Charlotte. You might. have
Yeah,
said
when
that
I was
you said
naming
it.
stuff. Yeah,
Good
sorry.
lord.
But yeah, Charlotte was his debut. Winston
What
Cup
was
start.
what was the race called back then?
I don't know.
It was just a question.
The I don't know 500 presented by Cheez-Its at the Glen.
At the Glen 150 Pizza
Yeah.
and Wings podcast.
I just wanted. I just a question on what they actually called it back then.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know if
All right.
they like shouted out anything or did sponsors
It's
Alright.
probably
back
the.
then.
It was probably the Coke 600, I'd imagine.
I don't think it was the Coke 600. It doesn't go back that far.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
does.
does.
Yeah, it does.
No,
It's a
I
pretty
don't
long
think-
time.
Yeah,
It was the
Yeah.
World
Yeah.
600 at one point, I think.
Yeah, Jeff Gordon won that race.
Well, can
in,
we
like,
just
what,
show-
like
somebody
94 or
fact check
something?
that?
That
on
was
Google?
that was Jeff Gordon's first win in '94.
Yeah.
Was the Coke 600.
We need a tech. Jake,
What?
Yeah, fact check what that race
Jake,
was.
I know you're producing, but fact check the.
Because I don't think it was a Coke 600.
His first race, 1999 Coca-Cola 600. Charlotte.
Who? Junior?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Was the
Oh.
Coke 600.
It was Junior. Oh, I thought you said Dale Earnhardt.
No.
Oh, I missed the Junior part. Sorry, I was in a different world then.
All right. The next question is, and it's an F1 question.
Oh, I'm not
Oh,
gonna
boy.
get that.
Sean the Dark here.
Who-
Lewis Hamilton.
No. Who
That's-
is the last? Listen,
Michael
it's still not
Schumacher.
America.
Okay, on the last one, it's actually true. 1999 Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte.
Yeah.
Yep.
This this is about an American. Who was the last American to win an F1 Drivers' Championship?
Oh, I know this one.
Michael
idea.
Schumacher.
Scotty Lauer.
He's not
German.
American.
Here we go with just wild guesses because nobody watches it.
Yeah, you're right. I don't.
All right, Snoop Dogg. Who is it?
I just said I don't know.
This is
said
a
I
I
know
very
it, I know
popular-
it.
Niki Lauder.
I know it.
No,
Niki
he's
Lauder.
German too.
This
It
is
was
a very
Andretti.
popular name. Which
Yeah,
Andretti?
Michael Andretti.
It was Andretti.
John Andretti. Michael Andretti.
It was Mario.
Mario.
Mario
Timmy
Andretti.
Andretti.
Yeah.
Timmy Hill.
Luigi.
1978.
Timmy Hill.
78.
Yeah.
Holy.
All right. All right. Which
BJ McLeod.
boxer fought against Muhammad Ali and won?
George Coleman. The Coleman Grill guy.
What?
The guy who had the Coleman grills or whatever. The little grills.
No,
What is his name?
Buster Douglas. Buster Douglas beat him.
Not from what I've seen on the internet.
I thought George Foreman or whatever the grill is.
No,
Was it-
George Foreman lost to him, I believe.
Wasn't it was it Larry Holmes?
No.
No.
Granted, the source I got it from could be wrong, but I only got one answer from this.
It's not. Is it Buster Douglas?
No, that's not the one I have. It's
Well,
not the
he
name.
beat him.
It's not Joe
No, it's
Frazier.
George Foreman.
Huh?
It might be Joe Frazier.
I have Joe Frazier.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that one.
That makes
okay.
sense.
I don't remember. I know
honest,
he
I-
fought him though. So
Well, I
Well,
guess that works alright.
That works
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, it works. I mean, is it the first person to beat him or the only person to beat him?
it just says which boxer fought against him and won.
Because I know
And they
he
only gave me
lost.
one
He
answer.
definitely
fought-
lost more than once.
Yeah, he lost about 5 times. I mean, I think
Yeah.
Evander Holyfield beat him. Lennox Lewis beat him.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said 5 times. I was probably going to say he only lost 3 times, but Cole said 5.
Y'all aren't talking about Mike
I
Tyson,
think.
are you? You got it mixed up.
Yeah, I would say he only lost 3 times, but
Oh,
take
he
that.
said Muhammad Ali, didn't he?
said
Yeah,
Muhammad
that's what I
Ali.
was. Yeah, you said Evander Holyfield. I was like, there's no way he fought Muhammad Ali.
Oh man. Well, there's some Mike Tyson facts for anyone who wanted to hear about Mike Tyson.
There's no fucking way.
and Cole's like the boxing.
Yeah.
I do like my boxing, and I'm a Mike Tyson fan. I heard boxing, and that's where my mind went. So
no. Going on that, do you like Mike Tyson before he went to jail or after?
I like
After.
Tyson chicken nuggets.
Yo.
Dino
Facts.
nuggets are pretty good.
Man, forget about pizza and wings. We got pizza and chicken nuggets.
Dino nuggies.
Oh.
All right, going on that topic, would you say that he was better before or after he went on the inside?
Huh.
What?
Do you think?
Would
do
you
think
say
Mike
he was
Tyson-
better before he went to jail, or do you think he was better after he came out?
I think he was better after.
Are you talking about Mike Tyson?
Yes.
Yes.
Where have you been?
Tyson's the goat. And
Well, Muhammad Ali went to
gotcha.
jail too for not getting drafted. So
To Vietnam.
Did he
yeah.
really?
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
he
that.
He
dodged
refused
that
to go to-
draft.
His excuse was that he's Muslim and that apparently Muslims didn't get drafted because.
Oh, I didn't
Well, he did change his name.
Honestly, I didn't know that.
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
is a new
Mhm.
fact to me.
All right, so I got a couple more questions here. They're both
Oh, get him rolling.
motorsport related.
That's our wheelhouse.
What two sporting events are held every year on Memorial Day weekend?
Coke 600.
500,
Monaco.
Coke 600. Yep.
Yeah.
And
We were
if you want to go for the third one, we can go Monaco.
Monaco.
But I don't think Monaco's been on that date like
I'm just
as
saying
long
recently.
as those other two.
Those are the ones I know recently.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then the last question I got here is who is the first driver to win the Indy 500, the Daytona 500, and 24 Hours of Le Mans in their career?
Mario Andretti.
Yeah. it was-
Nope.
Oh.
He's not the first.
He's not the first.
Oh,
Ooh.
Not what I
Ooh.
have. Not what I have.
What?
Jimmy Johnson?
He's like
It's
AJ
Jimmy
Foyt.
Johnson.
AJ Foyt.
It is AJ Foyt.
it's
Yeah.
AJ
Yeah.
Foyt.
Good job, Billy.
Good job,
you.
Bill.
Jimmy
Oh,
Johnson has
Billy.
participated in all three of those, though. and he's won one of them.
Only Daytona
Twice.
500.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guarantee
he won
it's
the
not
Daytona
the other two.
500.
Yeah,
He's raced in Indy and Le Mans.
How do you guys? How do you think
He's
Larson's gonna
swapped.
do next year doing both races?
I think he's gonna do pretty well. I think he's gonna probably have the best average finish of those two races of anybody that's
would-
done the double.
Didn't
would
Tony
say-
Stewart have a good one?
I think Tony Stewart finished like top 10 in both races.
I'm saying Larson in the top 7.
Really?
I like that.
Yes.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Top 7, I'm saying he's finishing 1 to 7.
I mean, come that
Battery's getting
time, I'm
taken
gonna
out.
make a parlay where he sweeps the weekend, and he's gonna win both. Or sweeps the
Absolutely.
day. It's the same day.
Yeah, because he has to fly.
Now next year, since
Yeah.
the Brickyard 400 is coming back for NASCAR, do you think that Larson could win the Indy 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same season?
Possible.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's possible, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
You know, it's too good to be true.
Of course,
I would lean towards he will win in NASCAR more than the IndyCar. So I will say he.
Cole,
may
would you
take-
put your money on that? Would you make a?
I put my money on worse things. I would probably put my money on it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I wonder what the odds would be if he does make IndyCar for him to win both of those races.
It's gonna be pretty high.
I mean, Jimmy Johnson did pretty well.
No, he
until
did not.
Crashed, until he crashed out. He qualified high up. You know, he
Like-
slowly started fading, but
Dude, I don't think I've ever seen Jimmy Johnson ever do good in IndyCar at all.
I think he has a
Texas,
gift at
Texas and
Iowa.
Iowa. Texas and Iowa.
Yeah, the
let's see.
NASCAR ovals.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
a
the
lot of
NASCAR ovals.
the ovals.
I would say Roman Grosjean came in and did better than him.
I don't
Yeah,
even know who that is.
He is a F1
Yeah.
driver, not an IndyCar.
Yeah, all right.
Well, I would hope so.
Don't worry, don't-
He went from
I know
open
who
wheel
you
to open wheel. I would hope he did better than
Yeah.
a stock car driver doing open wheel.
He
I
did
mean, but
better than
hey,
him
let's
on
talk
a lot
about
of
McLaughlin.
ovals, too.
Let's talk about McLaughlin though, going from Australian supercars to IndyCar. Like
My friend works for him.
he's the best. He's the best. of
SVG.
those three. And then SVG going from Australian supercars to
Mhm.
Cup Series.
Bang, bang.
Like they crazy.
Shane Van Gissenberg.
They are crazy.
Big Shane back at it, dude.
All
Getting the
right.
ride.
all right. So now I'm gonna move on to would you rather questions for y'all. I got 3 of them for y'all.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave what I think is the hardest decision for last, and I'm gonna start with the easiest one. So would you rather race against Lewis Hamilton or Max Verstappen?
In what car?
And it's in the F1 car, but y'all have equal equipment.
So
No,
So the-
I would say let's go to the year that they battled for the championship head to head. What was that, 21?
That was 21, yeah.
Yeah, let's go 21.
So, question: am I
Huh.
just racing against them for fun, or am I like trying to beat them?
You're trying to beat them.
do I get to pick the track?
We'll just say it's Silverstone.
I'm gonna race them at Martinsville.
Of course you picked Billie's hometown track. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Lewis.
You're gonna face against Lewis.
Yeah,
You think you could beat Lewis at Silverstone?
absolutely not. But I'd rather take my chance against Lewis than
You know what's
getting
funny about that?
destroyed by Verstappen.
Oh,
That track, Lewis Hamilton actually
destroyed
spun out
Verstappen.
yes.
Yeah.
So it's funny
That's-
that you picked that track.
It's okay.
That's why I
okay.
was gonna say I'll probably pick Lewis because I know he's gonna wreck himself into me.
Well, dang.
See, and then we could just limp it past him, and then we won.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I'm picking Verstappen because he's the best right now, and I want to beat the best. So,
Oh. All right.
But is Lewis considered the best because he has twice the amount of wins and more championships?
I said right now,
Yet.
Billy. I said right now.
Yet
Right now.
he's washed.
Okay. He's washed.
100%.
I don't know. Hamilton's about to take second from Perez in the championship.
Well, Perez, they're gonna kill him pretty soon because
Well, it'd be only like the second time ever that somebody has won second place without winning a race. So
Helmut Marko says that Perez's
Just-
future will be decided in 2 weeks.
Well,
Just have him
Perez,
lose
but, well, he's already determined. They've
Yeah, he's
already
already
said
out.
he's staying for 24. No,
Yeah.
they've already said he's staying for 24. Because that's
Perez-
that's
yeah,
how his
but
contract
the
goes. to.
full future though is
But that's not really Red Bull's fault if they kick him out. You know, it's Perez's fault if he doesn't perform.
Chase,
Hmm?
would you rather face Dale Earnhardt in his prime or Max Verstappen in his prime?
Verstappen,
Yeah, for sure.
because I know Earnhardt will kill me.
Yeah, Earnhardt will fucking punch my ass.
Really? I would take Earnhardt over Verstappen.
Listen, I would love to.
I would have more of a chance
I
on
would-
an oval than I would a 20
listen,
turn.
I would,
True.
I would
It's true.
love to race against Earnhardt, but I want to live afterwards.
Okay. So just I don't know, pick fucking Martinsville, Bristol, like I don't know.
What
But-
about you, Cole? Who would you want to race against?
Between Lewis Hamilton or Verstappen?
Verstappen, yeah.
I mean,
Mr. Controversy.
you said we're in equal equipment,
Equal equipment. That's
so whoever I pick, we're just gonna tie. So I'd rather tie Verstappen.
I don't think that's how
I like
it
the way you
works.
pick.
No.
I'm very
He said equal.
confident.
I like it.
I'm very confident in my driving ability, and if I'm in equal equipment, we're tying.
Okay.
So on that interval, it's going to say 0.000.
I don't want to beat Sir Lewis Hamilton. I'd rather beat Verstappen.
Wow. Interesting.
Ba ba ba. Cole Snyder.
Tyler, did
da-da.
you say who would you want to race against?
So, if I had to pick
Uh-huh.
between Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton, honestly, I would have to equal equipment.
Equal equipment.
I
Your
would
goals to beat
probably
them.
say 2017 or 2015 against Lewis Hamilton, and see what happens, because that was when he was at his absolute prime.
But we're talking their current.
Oh, currently? Okay, if
Their
you want to go
current stuff.
current, then probably Max Verstappen.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, if you're going current, Max Verstappen.
That's who you
But in
want to
their-
beat.
When they're prime, you'd
Yeah.
want Hamilton. Okay.
Yeah, in the prime, I'd want to beat Lewis Hamilton, but if you're asking in the now, then you gotta want to beat Max Verstappen, because right now that'd be a feat in itself.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what I was saying. I want
Yeah.
to beat the best.
Yeah.
You'd automatically get an F1 seat if you do that.
Oh my God, yeah.
Mhm.
You'd sign for the next 4 years.
Yeah, that's the Red Bull number 2.
Yeah, and then you'd have to ride second place.
Yep.
So what we've learned from this is every situation, every reality, Perez loses his ride.
Yes.
Yeah, eventually.
Eventually.
Well, I was gonna say earlier, I did read 2 articles earlier today about him maybe announcing his retirement.
Perez?
Yes.
That is, from what I've heard him actually say himself, he is not interested in retiring anytime soon.
Well, I wouldn't hold it to that.
I think we need some source.
I think Max
He-
Verstappen wrote that article.
He is the Minister of Defense, though, for Mexico.
From Mexico, yeah.
Oh.
All right. Well, the next would you rather question
Whoop.
is what?
Nothing?
Oh. If you were an athlete, professional athlete, would you rather have a long but very mediocre sports career or a successful but extremely short sports career?
Now,
How short
is
we
it-
talking?
Is
Like we talking like in football, like in NFL football terms, we talking you get like 3 years.
now hold on. If it's a long mediocre career, do I get to be on a championship team, or like I'm stuck on like the 2016 Browns like my entire life?
When I say mediocre, I mean you make the playoffs, but you probably never make the Super Bowl.
Okay, but like
So the
my
Bills.
my act, yeah, right. So like, so am I am I like the 5th string on a good team, or
No, you're starting. No, obviously you're starting. In the
Okay.
question. Yeah.
We'll say you're
Um,
starting, but you're on a mediocre team.
Yeah,
I-
obviously you have to be. smart.
I'd probably do the mediocre long term because I get more money that way, and at least
Okay.
I could say I started and played
Okay.
instead of hey I was good for 2 years and I blew up my knee and I never played again.
Then people
Yeah.
like us can talk about you for.
It's like Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson's arguably the greatest athlete ever, but he blows out his hip and he was never the same again and like never played. He
I
only
have a
did
Bo
baseball.
Jackson fact for you.
Okay.
Jim Harbaugh has more rushing yards than Bo Jackson does.
I feel like that's more of a Jim Harbaugh stat.
But he does have more rushing yards than Bo Jackson. I read that the other day.
Yeah, yeah.
What about the rest of y'all? Would y'all want the long mediocre career or the short but extremely successful, or successful but extremely short career?
Oh, you're talking any sport?
I'm talking any sport. I just use football as an example.
Yeah,
You know?
then put me in racing. I'll go win like 3-4 championships and call it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
That's
like
what
that. I
I'd
like
say
Well,
that.
it's not guaranteed that you're gonna win. Like if
Well,
you're,
you
if
said
racing,
successful. Career.
Successful.
yeah, but it's not. But successful could still mean you make the championship for a NASCAR. That's considered successful.
Yeah, you're like Ryan Newman when he had a beat like Kevin Harvick in like
In
2014. You were just very consistent, but you couldn't win.
Yeah.
I think there's a little bit too many variables to successful and mediocre.
Okay,
should
in NASCAR terms, mediocre would be you made the playoffs, but you're eliminated in round of 16.
I know, but you said as in sports. You didn't say just NASCAR alone.
All right,
Yeah, I know, but that's why I'm using many examples here.
So let's do it as a racing thing since we're all racers here.
Okay.
So
long mediocre is you never have to worry about sponsorship. Your ride is secure. You're a playoff contender, but you never make it past like round of 12.
I'm Alex
Really?
Bowman.
Bubba
Yeah.
Wallace.
And the short but successful, you're probably in the Cup Series for like 3 years. You make the championship for every year, but it's like 50-50 if you're gonna win the championship.
See, I'd rather that because if you're gonna be a threat for the championship every time, and then you just retire out of the blue, that's people are gonna be still talking about what happened. But I think it could be
Well,
Yeah, I
talking
definitely,
about, racing.
I definitely take the short career.
I 100% agree with Cole because look at Carl Edwards.
Yeah, but his career was long though.
Yeah, but
Could have been longer.
It should have
exactly.
been longer.
He definitely cut himself way short of what he could have been.
Well, you
Definitely should have won, but
so you
I
can
go
think
with the
there's a
short.
literal sport
I'm
of
saying
NASCAR
short.
for that.
short successful.
Well, because honestly, the best part about the short career is almost like you get that myth that carries on.
Mhm.
yeah, why you just left the sport after being so good.
Yeah,
I
'cause
go
it's
with the
less
short.
money you make.
Years.
Go with the short.
I don't know.
So, other than the myth and the being really successful, I'm thinking like 3 years and then I can retire to like a private island somewhere. That's what I'm thinking about.
Huh.
But it doesn't guarantee that you're winning though. It just says successful. Ryan Newman was successful and didn't win any races.
I was about to say,
Well,
So,
Who
so
knows?
it's
Who
not
knows?
guaranteeing that you're winning.
I was about to say, who knows? Those 3 years you're in the Cup Series, you could finish second, and then you're gone.
I mean,
Well,
granted, you're still making a lot of money, but you're not winning races. You're just consistent to the end.
Money is the root of this. We're making money.
Right.
Mhm.
So wouldn't you want a longer career? If you're in it for the money, I mean, a longer career, you win a race here and there.
I was about to say, because remember,
But-
merchandise selling.
Yeah,
is a
but
big thing
imagine
also.
the
Right.
short term winning all of them races really quick, getting the purses and
But that's the
everything.
thing. There's
Okay,
no.
the
there's no
He
hold
said
on,
successful though. You have to think of it like that.
You also
Yeah,
gotta
true,
think like
true.
the actual race purses. That's like nothing. It's all
Yeah,
about
you're
the
probably gonna make-
sponsorship money. It's all about the sponsorship money.
Well, it also depends on your contract, because some of your contract you may not make all of the purse.
Yeah.
I really doubt the drivers would probably make any of the purse minus the 500 or the All Star race. Really.
Yeah, exactly.
Think
Or
about
winning the
think about
championship.
baseball. Pick a short career. Like I'm gonna go be a pitcher. I'm gonna go out there throw 15 straight no hitters and call it a life.
Right?
Like, I don't have to
Get
win
like
any
a
World Series or
500
anything. Just give me 15 straight games with no hitters, and you never see me again.
This man has three 21 seasons and calls it a career. This man is the next Sandy Koufax.
has a $500 million contract for 3 years and just leaves. Yeah.
And just leaves after a couple games.
Mhm.
That's like literal like Sandy Koufax. He played for like 8 years, was great in every year, and then just retired at like 29.
Smart man.
Barry Sanders.
Save
Hey,
your
it's fun.
body.
Yeah, give me the short career, successful, and then that's it.
Okay. And I
Then
guess
I'll go live on
Tyler's
the.
going with that. Okay. Dylan's going with that. Jake, you going with that also?
Yeah, I'm going with the short career because I think it's much more of a myth you get when you're.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm standing firm on my long term. I want
I was about to
want
say, I
money
think I
long
gotta
term.
go with the long term.
I get more money that way. I could get just as many wins as you guys, just spread out.
And the ride's stable. You're secure. You're
Exactly,
not gonna lose your
and
steam.
you're still
You still
getting
make the
merchandise
playoffs, you
and
know?
yeah, like
And who knows?
Brother.
Listen, because a mediocre career could still have championship 4 appearances. You know,
yeah, it's
I
like
don't know.
it's
because
like
when you have 1 out of like 20 years, like that would be still considered mediocre. You know?
yeah, it's like
I
Michael
think-
McDowell this year.
I think
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
too many variables between the
Yeah.
two.
It's too broad of
Yeah.
a question. I mean, if we could really narrow it down, oh man, we could go on for hours.
Yeah,
It's just too
there's-
subjective.
Yeah,
Your successful is you still lose at the end, and my successful is I never lose. So-
Mr. Perfect over here.
yeah. Like my successful is saying I make the championship for every year for 3 years. My mediocre says I make the round of 8, maybe 2 years. Maybe get a berth in the round of 4.
Yeah, it's too successful.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I mean. Like Cole said, it's too subjective to
Okay.
what you can put out there.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
All I'm thinking about, dude, 3 years, $500 million contract, and I'm moving.
Oh,
Best friend
500
community
million.
retirement.
Where you getting 500
kinda-
bill from?
That's my baseball contract. Let me dream.
Okay.
Okay, let me dream.
Let him
All right,
cook. Let him
Patrick
cook.
Let me
Mahomes
cook.
of
Let me cook,
baseball.
Billy. All
Yeah,
right.
let him cook.
Playing
Let him
baseball. All right. Third base.
cook. Hitting
$500
21
million
home runs a year.
Yeah. At least I'm breaking every record. Okay. I'm retiring to the best friend community retirement village to hunt Bigfoot after 3 years, and
Yo.
that's it.
Sounds pretty
This-
good to me.
Mission
This
pass
man's
plus
playing
respect.
MLB in rookie mode.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, and then I got one more for y'all. And let's listen to what I say carefully for this one, because there's like a caveat with one of these.
It's a big word.
So, would you
Great
rather?
word.
Would you
Great
rather
word.
get to go to the Super Bowl for free one time? It could be any seat in the Super Bowl, all for free, but one time, and your favorite team is not playing that game. Or go to the Daytona 500 for free for life.
Well,
The Daytona 500.
considering I've been to plenty of Daytona 500s already, I'm going to the Super Bowl. I'd rather not spend 10 grand on a ticket. I
It's
can
only-
spend
it's-
I can spend $100 at the Daytona 500 versus a $10,000 ticket at the Super Bowl bare minimum.
Now,
But my
When
favorite
you
team's
s-
not there, so what's the point of going?
Yeah,
you
your
know?
favorite team is not
But
playing.
but it's still an experience. I mean, I could get
Eh,
2 hits if my team's not there. It's the Super Bowl. Like how many people could say they had enough money even to go to the Super Bowl? I would have to sneak in to go now.
yeah, but it's probably gonna be like San Fran versus fucking
Yeah,
You'd have
my
to
luck.
put a down payment down to
Bills or something.
Yeah.
I don't want to go
Yeah,
to that.
my luck would be like Detroit versus like the Dolphins or some shit. Like the worst matchup you could probably think of.
Well, with the rest of y'all, what are y'all thinking?
I'm going to the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl,
Yeah, that's too hot down Daytona.
even though, well,
It's really
it's
not.
February.
It's in
It's
February.
really not, dude.
Yeah,
Like last time I went, it was like 72 degrees. It was great.
I'd probably say Daytona, personally.
Daytona for 500 for life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I get pit passes with that, Jason?
How about it's any ticket, any seat. Same with
Oh,
the Super Bowl.
all right,
It's
perfect.
any
Yeah,
seat.
sign me up.
It's any seat for
Sign me
free.
up.
So even
Sitting on top of Ryan Blaney's pit box.
so the Super
50
Bowl,
yard
I,
line at the Super Bowl.
so technically I could have on-field passes to the Super Bowl.
You could.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, I'm getting,
Billie,
I'm getting,
Billie,
I'm getting,
all the
I am
time.
getting, I am getting every football possible, getting everybody to sign it and selling it and making money.
Mm.
Yeah, me and Billie are
Yeah,
doing
I
the
could do
Super
that.
Bowl.
All right, 50-yard line, like
Yeah, can we sit
like
together?
oh yeah, we could do that.
What about you, Tyler? What are you thinking?
Honestly, I would probably go to like Daytona.
Daytona 500 for life?
Fine,
Yeah,
fuck
if you're
you guys,
saying
man.
if you're saying
Yeah.
any seat,
Any seat.
yeah, I'd rather go to Daytona than sit in a stadium freezing cold in the middle of February.
Okay. Okay.
Fine, me and Cole will just chill out at the Super Bowl.
How about
Yeah,
that?
I
love you guys.
I think I'd go to 500 for life.
Is it? Did you pick this because like those are within a week of each other?
No, because we know racing and we know football, so that's why I chose this.
Right.
I will
Like,
say the
I
only
just
reason-
realized that.
The only reason I chose Daytona is because it's for life.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I'm
because-
thinking.
I had to
I mean,
even it out.
I could sell those tickets 3 years in a row and then go see a Super Bowl. So like,
Oh, big brain.
so it's.
Ah.
I don't know. Me and Billie will be on stage with Taylor Swift while you guys are.
Oh, good lord.
No, you wouldn't. No,
Yeah,
you wouldn't.
my
We have
ticket
any
is
ticket.
literally on
Our
stage.
ticket is on stage. Yeah.
I don't think
No,
there are tickets.
I don't think they sell tickets.
Yeah, they don't sell
We'll
on
find
stage
them.
tickets.
We'll
Yeah, my
find
ticket
them.
literally says
No.
on halftime performance show, and I'm the lead singer.
It could be
Can we
backstage
bring that
passes,
up?
I guess.
Clip that in the chat, please. Clip that in the chat. Let me see them
Clip-
tickets.
Yeah, right.
So we got 2 for Super Bowl and 4 of us for Daytona 500
For life.
for life.
See,
One
I
Super Bowl.
like how you only said one Super Bowl though. You didn't say for life.
I had to even it out.
That's not even it out.
Yeah, it is. If it was Super Bowl for
Billie,
life, we'd all choose the
event.
Super Bowl.
Are
Billie,
you
you
sure?
just said why get tickets to go to Daytona when I can pay $100 when I can go to a Super Bowl and I don't have $10,000.
Exactly. If it was Super Bowl for
Like,
life versus
What do you
Daytona 500,
mean, dude?
if it was Super Bowl for life versus Daytona 500 for life, you'd be dumb to not choose the Super Bowl for life.
Yeah. You're choosing one Super Bowl over a lifetime or the friggin'
That
ticket.
makes it sound a little more valuable, doesn't it?
Exactly.
That's
I
our
can't-
point.
I
That's why
can't-
I'd rather
guess what?
have.
Guess what? I can watch the Daytona 500 on TV and have perfect view of the entire field.
Okay, 80 years of free tickets at $100. What?
Right.
Well, you
Yeah.
can have.
$80,000. Like,
No, it's any ticket. Remember, these are pit passes up on the
oh
ticket
yeah.
boxes
So
and everything.
you could be talking. Yeah, you could be talking hundreds of thousands
Sweet.
of dollars, and you can go see an NFL game for
Well,
what?
with our
20
50-yard line backstage on stage Taylor Swift tickets, we could sell them for $100K easy.
for one. That's one.
You should see.
That's one time.
Wait,
deal.
hold on, no, you can't
$4,000.
sell it because then you're not going.
Oh, then you can't sell your tickets.
Well, but we
Right.
get it every
I'm
year
not
though.
saying about
We'll
selling
skip
them, I'm saying
skip
net
a year.
worth.
We'll skip a year.
No, that wasn't the
sell it.
question though. You said you had to appear.
I'm
No,
saying
no.
net worth. Net worth, you get more at the Daytona 500 for
See,
life.
what
than you
what
are
me and
one
Cole are
Super
gonna
Bowl.
do? Me and Cole are gonna get a bunch of jerseys, a bunch of footballs. We're gonna get them all signed. We're gonna sell them, and then we're gonna place.
We're
you know,
rich.
we're gonna be rich, and then we're gonna place like a quarter of that on black at the casino, and then we're gonna place a quarter of that on Rocket and let her eat. All right.
But
Yeah.
that's
Well,
that's,
there you
that's still something. That's still something you gotta you gotta wait for like time to let it cook. You know,
No, we're getting rich.
because there are Super Bowl rings that don't get
I've seen
sold for
Cole
more than
lose a lot of money
$3,000.
on the Rocket. So
Well, it
I've
depends
seen
I
who
it.
don't want to
Super Bowl
talk
ring
about
is.
my gambling addiction.
Yeah, Cole's lost a lot of money in the gambling. I've seen it. I've witnessed it. So good luck.
Gamble safely. Don't gamble. If you're addicted to gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Yep.
Question is, are we going to throw 100 on Troy after this, or what?
I mean, we
You
might.
You know I'm addicted.
We want to do that.
Gods of Troy?
Well, I
Alright,
would
well,
say
guys, don't ever
going
do this.
into the weekend.
Shout out DraftKings Sportsbook.
All right, so we're gonna let J. Paul wrap it up with his words of advice.
You should carry a pocket knife. Very little you cannot do or make with one.
And that was J-Paw's words of advice. Join us next week for everyone's favorite segment.
Thank you, J-Paw.
Courageous.
It was absolutely just miraculous.
That was
Legendary.
great. Perfect.
Love it. Thanks everybody for listening to the Pizza and Wings podcast. Please like, comment, subscribe, everything. We'll see you next week.
Peach and win.